Hey, greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Axe, and, well, I'm recording this right after Team Fortress Friday, so happy Friday. This will be going up on Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. Well, I'll figure it out. Anyways, it'll be going up one of those days, and, this is from the most liked up topic from last week's Team Fortress Friday, which was, I'll put up here, was from, oh my gosh, I can't even do this, Boasius Yoshi? I'm so sorry, who said, Axe, how did you come upon TF2? And I wanted to do a separate video for this. So, this will be my story of how I came into TF2, why I love it today, and why I've logged over 1,000 hours of it. You know, what the deal of that is. So, man, how long ago was it? Over 4 years ago. I think it was my freshman year. Freshman or sophomore year. I think freshman year. Anyways, I was at my cousin's. And we were all playing on his PS3, and I just got my PS3, so, you know, I was all excited, and I didn't have too many games. And I'd been over there a few times, and one of the games that I noticed they had on their PS3 was called The Orange Box. And I'd played Portal with my cousin, like, a while back, and I was looking at the other titles, and I'm like, Half-Life 2? What's that? And then, like, I looked and I saw this, like, cartoony thing with miniguns, and, like, at the time, I enjoyed my cousin's games, but, like, I was looking for something new to play with them, and I looked, I'm like, what's this Team Fortress 2? And they're like, oh, you know, that's first-person shooter game from Valve, you know, kind of cool. So I was like, do you mind if I try it out? And they're like, no, sure. So, I started playing TF2 on the PS3. For those of you who don't know, TF2 has not been updated on the PS3 or Xbox 360 forever. It's all vanilla. Everything is vanilla, and there's only a few maps. Like, you play on PC now, there's a ton of weapons and hats and maps. There was nothing. There was only the default weapons and about 5 maps. And the only two I really played were 2 Fort and Dust Bowl. And there was only one Capture the Flag, which was 2 Fort. There was one Attack and Defend, which was Dust Bowl. There was Hydro. There was Gravel Pit, which I did play once in a while. And then there was... I'm trying to think of the last one. I don't even remember. I just remember it wasn't much. And I would really only play 2 Fort for the longest time, and then I would play Dust Bowl. And I remember I loved it. I started playing with them, and I just was having a fun time. I was getting to know the classes. I was really bad. Like, I remember trying to play Spy, and all I would do on 2 Fort was go down the sewers into their base and backstab their snipers that were on the ridge, and then I'd run away. And I'd just do that all game, and it was so much fun. And so instantly, I kind of got hooked on the game. And I started playing it more and more. Like, when I would visit them, I'd play it more and more and more. And I finally decided that I was getting so much fun out of this, I should pick it up. So I was over there. It was one morning, or one evening, I guess, one night, with, it was my cousins, and then it was their friend, who's also now, like, kind of my friend. 2 of them were there. There were 2 who now I actually work with them now, and one of them's my manager, so that's kind of interesting, but cool, like in a good way. He's a cool guy. But anyways, we're all over there, and we're all playing Team Fortress 2 and we keep handing off the controller to one another. And I just said something like, man, I really need to get this orange box. And the one who's now my manager, I don't know, I'm just like not using names for I don't know why, it really doesn't matter. He just, like, says to me, he's like, hey, well, you know, he had a PS3 at the time, too, and we would game. And he's like, hey, I got the orange box a while ago, and I don't even touch it. Like, do you want, like, me, you know, I can just, like, sell it to you. And I'm like, oh, sure, yes, you know, please. So, he came over the next morning, and, he asked for $5, so I gave him $5, and I got 5 games on the orange box. That was kind of my view on it. And, I played Portal and stuff, but still to this day, I've never played Half-Life. But, I played Team Fortress 2 all the time. I was playing it constantly. I would wake up on mornings, like Saturday mornings off school, and I would just play all day, and it was so much fun. I loved it. I was getting into it, and they were like, you could still kind of like hack the skybox and like put sentry guns up. So I like eventually learned how to do all that. And, like, you know, it was just awesome and fun. I loved the game. I enjoyed it. I would play it for hours on the same map, same loadout. You know, like, you know, there were no fancy weapons to keep you busy. There were no tons of maps and game modes to play. I would literally play 2 Fort for maybe, like, 100 hours, like, not at once, but, you know, like, over time. And then I play, like, Dust Bowl for, like, 100 hours, or, you know, well, not that long, I guess. It wouldn't be 100 hours on that. It would be about, you know, maybe, like, let's say, I don't know, for, like, 2 weeks, all I would play is one map and all I would play is the other. And I got hooked. I loved it. It was so much fun. So, over time, actually, that was the first game I started adding people I did not know. Like, because I'd played other multiplayer games, and I just wouldn't add people that I didn't know in real life on my PlayStation. And I eventually, the first person I ever added to my friends list, who you've seen on the channel, his name is Raider Mile, or Raider, as we call him now. Me and him were in a TF2, PS3 TF2 match, and we shot each other friend requests, and after that I added a ton of people, but I never kept touch with any of the others. It was just Raider that I would keep in touch with and play games with from time to time. We never really knew each other too well back then, actually. We just would I'd occasionally hop into his game, or he'd hop into mine, and we never would be, like, talking too much. But anyways, as time went on, my cousin, who got me introduced to it in the first place, bought TF2 for PC, and he was like talking about all the stuff you could do that was different. He's like, oh, you know, spies can use teleporters, you know, from the other team now, and there's only at that time when I joined only like one other set of weapons. You know, it was like all the other weapons, but there was not anything to what it is now. And I remember like going to his house, and he's like showing me like the new weapons that like the Pyro has in that one, which were like the back burner, the flare gun, and the extinguisher. And I thought the flare gun was so awesome. I remember I'd go to his house and play, and I'd be like, this is so much fun, oh my gosh. And I had a really shitty PC at the time, but I remember going home finally, getting Steam, and I got TF2 on my really bad computer. And it wasn't too bad, and I played it. I loved it. I fell in love. I played all the time. And then finally I upgraded my PC, and I really got into it. So then after that, it's literally been me playing TF2 on my PC for a few years now. Not like, by a few I mean at least 2 or 3. Because I remember 3 summers ago, or 3 Halloweens ago, because I was there for the Headless Horseman one, and then I played during the Monoculus, and then I was there during the whatever this new one was. So I guess it's been over 3 years I've been playing on PC. And I've never, like, there have been times when I have, like, gone away from the game a bit, you know, and haven't played for a while, but I loved it. I've seen all the updates. I've been here before Engineer got all of his stuff. I've been here before Vintages were around. I got here before there were a lot of hats and a lot of other weapons, and it's amazing to see it grow and to me enjoy it so much even to this day. It fits my style of playing. I like its artwork. I like how it's not just Twitch reaction. You actually, if you're being attacked, have time to react 90% of the time. You know, there's always something you can do to get out of a situation, and I love it. I love the game and the aspects that it brings. That I do play Call of Duty and Battlefield, but I like its uniqueness, and it fits me very well as a person. I've noticed it just works. And yeah, really, I just slowly eased into it, and it was all because I got it for $5 off a friend of a friend after I played it at their place, and fell in love. And through it, have met a lot of awesome people. I've made a lot of like TF2 friends since. Me and Raider actually became better friends with Tyler, who've never seen. You've seen him in the MVM with friends, but me and Raider all met each other through like different circumstances. Like, they knew I didn't introduce them to each other. They both knew each other from a different game, and then I knew them, and they knew us, and it was this weird triangle that kept our friendship. And now you've seen him in videos. He's one of my best friends. He was the first guy I added on a game that wasn't that. And I don't know. I think that that's why TF2 is so just awesome to me. And that's why I've gotten hooked on it and played it for years, because I find it entertaining, I find it fun, I find it unique, and I find it a fun team game, that it isn't just all about you. I got a 50 quad feed with oh, I sound like German there, what the hell. I got like a 50 quad feed with my heavy, and it's like, that's nice, you know, I capped that point. You know, I just enjoy it more. I like the team aspect that other FPSs just don't have. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. That's my story of how I got into TF2 and how I've been playing it for years. So hope you enjoy and have a great day. Confidence comes from you and within you, just knowing that you are doing what you truly want to do and are happy. It's from personal happiness and personal satisfaction. It comes from within yourself. So everyone lacks confidence from time to time. Right now, I'm in a state